before missing last Wednesday night.
Walt Lucas here in Philadelphia wants to be remembered to the Illinois Amateur Softball Commissioner and current ASA President, Chuck McCord. Great to have you with us. Remember, the Cubs clinched the division. You'll be able to see that exciting evening once again. A replay of that clincher Tuesday night, February 19th at 7, right here on Channel 9.
I want to see all the partying after that game.
Well, it must have been in the
other
booth. It wasn't in the radio booth. Boudreau and I had to stay on the air. 28-26 Sixers as we move to the second quarter. That's Jones in the lane and too hard on a little shovel.
Sid Green on a strong rebound.
Sidney Green with a little more playing time lately and has responded to it.
Yes, very well on the boards. He needs to learn the offense a little bit better and learn his assignments, and I think you'll see him a lot more.
Well, they keep waiting for him to live up to that progress start. Watley's shot was tipped and did not go. They come up with a 3-on-2, but then driving the lane, not getting it was Cheeks, and here come the Bulls. Watley looking for Daly. Pulls up, changes hands, wouldn't roll in for him. Taken down by George Johnson, and Richardson, I think, stepped on the sideline.
Assistant Coach Bill Blair trying to help Jess Kersey make the call. Looked like Jess kind of tripped a little bit and sprained his ankle.
In fact, Mark Feil, who was the subject of a very nice piece in the Chicago Tribune magazine section Sunday. There's Mark. Hey, Mark finally relented and realized that he's getting older and went to get the glasses. He's been complaining for 2 years he couldn't read anything. That's the way to go. There's Fred Carter, one of the assistants. 28-26 Sixers. Our next game on Channel 9 will be DePaul and Dayton. What a rematch that should be. That'll be Wednesday night, the 6th at 8 o'clock. Our next Bulls game will be Boston and Hartford, Friday the 22nd at 6:30.
You know, one time down in New Orleans, we had an official get hurt. The guy left the game, and I'll tell you what, one guy officiated the game that was probably one of the best officiated games I'd ever been in. That guy really worked hard, worked the floor. Nobody complained because they felt sympathy for him.
Well, plus the players appreciated the position he was in and didn't put him on the spot.
They did a heck of a job. And there's Mark Feil down there taping Jess Kersey's ankle. You got to feel for those officials sometimes. You know, they run up and down the floor just as much as the players do, and they've got a worse traveling schedule. I mean, they play 80 road games every year. So it's got to be tough sometimes to physically be in the game and also mentally.
All right, Bruce Alexander, the other official, down making sure that it's going to be all right. And Dr. No, Mark Feil, going to tape him up and get him ready to go.
This could be a little asset to the Bulls tonight, who are somewhat short-handed. It allows a little extra rest in the first half that will allow Jordan and Corzine, who played a real long time, and Steve Johnson to get a little more rest. So it could be a plus right here for the Bulls.
And speaking of shorthanded, hope that Orlando Woolridge got better today. They sent him home to see what they can do about those back spasms. I understand David Greenwood, without Achilles, is about ready to go again. And Jonesy should be ready to go. Well, and speaking of that, Chris Engler. If you want to hear a story, you've got to stay tuned for the halftime interview with the Crash Man and Chris Engler. An interesting chat, so stay right on Channel 9 for it here tonight.
A little different look at what it's all about and what it sometimes takes to get to the NBA.
Everything is not peaches and cream.
No, everything's not those $1 million contracts and TV commercials. It can be a lot more. And Chris is a guy who's a bright guy and very tenacious when you hear his story.
All right, they come out with Jones, Richardson, and Threet. Threet has come in at a guard. He'll be number 3, so Cheeks getting his first rest.
Well, sometimes, you know, we've had a good ball game so far. Up and down, teams playing well. Sometimes a little niche like that can put a crink in somebody's game, and we'll see what happens now.
All right, Higgins outside to Watley. Watley against Threet. Threet, the second-year man out of West Virginia Tech. Right alley-oop it to Sidney. Kept alive by George Johnson.
Good defense.
How he stayed inside the end line was a miracle. So Threet then ends up bringing it up. Sidell Threet gets it to Jones. Down and under to Richardson. Wouldn't roll for him. Boy, Bulls came out of that luckily because he had gotten loose.
Sixers missing quite a few bunnies tonight. Good thing they're good on the offensive board.
Not big Playboy fans, obviously. 28-26 Sixers over the Bulls. Here come the Sixers. Street may take it all the way and does. Too hard off the glass. Another bunny hop miss.
Well, typical rookie mistake. Misses the bunny and then comes back in bounds and draws the foul. The old days would have been a backcourt foul, 2 shots. The new rules say no.
We just moved into the second quarter and the Sixers lead by 2. Now watch him get in there and grab. All right, we come up court with Watley. Watley against Street. Bulls trying to tie it here. Moving toward the 10 minutes. Green under, too far, then tried to come up, knocked out of bounds. A good clean block.
Quentin Daly getting bumped around in there. Can't get a break so far tonight. Fumbled the ball twice and then had a shot blocked.
Higgins will trigger. In the corner to Green. He's going to make a move. Dotted line, and a little shovel wouldn't go, and then he was fouled as he came across the lane.
Well, here's the foul. Good strong move by Sidney Green into the middle. There's the grab. If you make an aggressive move to the basket, the things that look like fouls usually are going to be called fouls by the officials.
George Johnson picking up the foul. Green at the line. He tied it the last time he was there. Now he'll have another chance to do it. He's 3 for 3 from the line tonight. So that 83% free throw shooting coming in is no accident. Green's 4 for 4, and we are tied at 28.
Bulls in some half-court pressure of the zone type.
2 minutes gone by in the second quarter. George Johnson took a move, slapped away from him as he went by. Picked up by Daly. Coming up, little tentative. Now holds on, gets to Higgins. Higgins against Jones, and Higgins will get it.
Tough
and
shot.
Higgins has 8. 30-28 Bulls. Jones tried to force it in the middle, broken up by Higgins, picked up by Daly. Daly coming near side against Clement Johnson, then back out it goes to Watley. Watley spinning, got it in under to Higgins, and a whistle. Julius and Tony are coming back in.
Enos Watley, a little dance with the ball, slid the ball into Higgins. Clement Johnson picks up a cheap foul. Higgins to the line to shoot a pair.
Bulls leading 30-28, 9:30 remaining first half. Higgins at the line, he has 8. Give him 9. The young man from Harvey, Illinois, went to Thornton and collegiately played at Fresno State. It's his 3rd year with the Bulls.
Well, Higgins, he can score as many points as he wants. The big key here tonight is to play the doctor.
10 points for Higgins. His season high is 15. He's sure got a shot at that. And with Orlando back home nursing back spasms, Higgins needs to fill the role here tonight. Bulls lead by 4.
You can bet Tony, being scoreless, is going to go right to it.
Street back out to Tony. George Johnson, no. Oldham was lucky he didn't get called for a goaltend right there, wasn't he? He was right up in there. 32-28 Bulls. We've gone under 9 minutes in the second quarter. Green under. Green off the glass. Good position, and he forced his way under and got it.
Bulls playing very well here with the Bombers, what they like to call themselves.
6-point lead Chicago. It's a 10-point swing here in the last 4 minutes. 34-28 Bulls. Look at that Sidney Green go up and bring it down.
Again, Sidney strong on the board, getting his chance to play, showing his stuff.
6'9", 210, and he's been muscling it tonight on both ends. Moses getting ready to come back in for the Sixers. Watley directing traffic for the Bulls. They lead it by 6. 8:20 remaining in the second quarter. Green turnaround jumper baseline, no. Slapped up by Oldham, and I think he went over the shoulder, will be caught for the foul.
He did. Kevin Lockery hollering for the illegal defense. Didn't get the call. Sid Green, really not his shot. 10-foot fade away from the base. So it's the first on Oldham, first for the team in the quarter. Moses back in there against Oldham. Tony, Street, no, they're slapping it around, won't go, and loose ball underneath. That will be on Street, his second. Andrew